Hello, hello. See, we've got a few people here already. Hope you all had a good Thanksgiving. We get things going about 5 minutes after, as usual. Welcome in, welcome in. We'll start about 7:05 with the questions. All you have to do is have a piece of paper and something to write with, and we will get things rolling here in just a few minutes. Trish, hello. It has been far too long since I've seen you here or at McHugh's, or I don't think we've ever actually seen each other at work, even though we've now been coworkers for a couple of months, probably. But that's because I haven't been there all that much. So good to see you here, Trish. Hope you're playing tonight. Hope you're having fun. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. $14 people watching already. We'll start right about 7:05 with the first questions and talking about how we'll do this. For those who have watched me regularly, I used to have a brighter kind of teal background. We played around today and had some navy blue curtains that we thought maybe if we hung those up, I could use those as a blue screen or a green screen and play around with the virtual backgrounds that StreamYard can do, and not so much. But now they're already up, so we'll probably pull them down when we get something else. But right now I feel like I look like I'm in Osama bin Laden's cave. If I blink 3 times rapidly, that means I need help. Send help. But yeah, that kind of feels like what I feel like it looks like on the screen, since it's now a dark background behind me. It didn't work out quite the way we had hoped. Angie, good to see you guys here in the garage. It should be a decent night out in the garage. Of course, with the heating and cooling, you guys can make it comfortable any night out there. But we were out about a little bit today, and it wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad outside. Went and had lunch and picked up 1 or 2 things. We were not Black Friday shopping. We picked up a couple things we needed and stayed away from anywhere like Walmart or Target or anything. I'm not doing it. So 17 people here playing. Thank you in advance thank you for being here, I should say. I'm playing on a Friday night this week instead of Thursday because of Thanksgiving. Thanks in advance, too, for anybody who decides to send a donation through Venmo or PayPal. Info is right there above my head. For those who want to do that, don't have to do it, though, to play. It's free to play. I am streaming for the second time tonight. It's streaming on my personal profile as well. So hopefully maybe I'm catching some friends there that maybe haven't ever liked the Ask a Nebraskan page before or somehow have missed that I'm doing this. I shamelessly shill it, so I don't know that someone could miss it, but maybe that's happened. I'm also, this should be streaming for the first time ever on YouTube tonight on the Ask a Nebraskan page that I started over there. So just trying to spread the love a little bit, let people find me wherever they might, and see how that goes. So if you're playing for the first time tonight, let me know in the comments. Lisa says, I went to the mailbox. I don't know what that means, Lisa. Let me know. Let me know. For those that I do owe prizes over the last couple of weeks, of course, it was a little slow. Well, okay, let's be honest. I've been slow at it before, but I was a little slow because of being sick. So now that I'm feeling better, I've got a list here and I'll be in touch with you hopefully over the weekend and get some things set up. After the first round, I'll show you what the prize is tonight for the top 3 scoring teams. We'll go on the wheel. We'll spin the wheel and see who wins that prize. It's pretty fun. It's a game. I'll tell you that. It's a game. So we'll get that going. It's 7:05 though. Let's get things rolling here for trivia. We have, let me put up my little banner rules to start with. Don't Google anything. It's not about if you know how to use Google. I know you do. Don't cheat. Write down your answers on a piece of paper. So you just want to take a sheet of paper, number it 1 through 11 4 times, and 1 through 10 one time, or just number it 1 through 11 5 times. That's fine too. But there'll only be 10 questions in the last round. We'll talk more about that before that round because it runs a little different. You're going to score your own round. So after each round, I'll go over the answers. Well, first we'll do any repeats, and then I'll go over the answers. You're going to score your own round, 1 point each for the first 10 questions, and then 2 points for the last question, which is a bonus question. At the end of the night, you're going to send me a picture to the Ask a Nebraskan or to me personally if we're friends here on Facebook. You can either send a picture or just a team name if you want one, and your score, total score for the night. The top 3 scores will go on a wheel. We'll give the wheel a spin right here on the screen. You'll be able to see it, and you're going to win a game that I will show you after round number 1. The first 4 rounds tonight, the themes are country music, Outlander, the TV show. So if you haven't seen that show, that'll be fun. Let's see. Round 3 is Tom Hanks movies, and round 4 is Thanks and Thanksgiving. So things about Thanksgiving and other things. Oh, Lisa says that's as far as she wandered out was the mailbox. I do not blame you. And looks like I got spammed. That was fun. We get rid of that now. We get rid of that comment. Bye-bye. All right. We won't give any spam. Don't click any links in the comments unless we talk about it ahead of time, because it's probably not a good idea. All right. Here we go. Round number 1. Let me get it up on the screen here. You will see the PowerPoint right here next to my face. And the first round is 90s country music. It just says country music, but I promise it's all 90s. Yeah, it's all 90s. So here we go with question number 1 for 90s country music. Number 1 in 1999, what was the first top 10 hit for Montgomery Gentry? Multiple choice here. Was it Hillbilly Shoes, Lonely and Gone, or Daddy Won't Sell the Farm? Remember, don't type your answers in the comments. You're going to write them down on a piece of paper, and then we will. Thanks, Betty. Yeah, that is good advice. Don't click links you don't know about. It's just a bad idea. Write down your answers, though, and we will go over them a little bit later. Don't type them in the comments. We don't want to help anybody else out. After all, it is a competition. In 1999, what was the first top 10 hit for Montgomery Gentry? Was it Hillbilly Shoes, Lonely and Gone, or Daddy Won't Sell the Farm? Question number 2 for 90s country music. Who was the first country artist to sell 10 million copies of one album? Who was the first country artist to sell 10 million copies of one album? Number 2 again, who was the first country artist to sell 10 million copies of one album? Question number 3, who had a hit with Every Light in the House is On in 1996? Looking for the artist name there, first and last name. Who had a hit with Every Light in the House is On in 1996? 30 people watching trivia tonight on a Friday night. Good to have you all around and here. Just double checking last week when we did this. Yeah, for some reason, the comments that pop up on my personal page don't come into the screen that I see, but that's fine. I'll just keep that open in a tab. Hello to the Dotrieves. Officially, all 4 Dotrieves are together in the house in Louisiana. That is awesome. Kevin says, country music, you're killing me, Smalls. I know. It was picked by one of the teams. All my venues get to pick a round. Second place team and all of them gets to pick a round, and it was one of the venues that I go to. It's their fault. And Mike Brinkman said hello. Hey, Mike, hope you're still on watching, because now I feel bad if I didn't say hello to you when you said that. Have not talked to you in years, Mike, so glad you're here. Question number 4 for 90s country music. What George Strait hit, excuse me, had the lyrics, "Now we're grown up and she's my wife, still like two kids with stars in our eyes"? Now we're grown up and she's my wife, still like two kids with stars in our eyes. Now we're grown up and she's my wife, still like two kids with stars in our eyes. Number 4. Question number 5. What's the name of the album that contained Lone Star's hit Amazed? What is the name of the album that contained Lone Star's hit Amazed? Kevin wants to know, is it okay if we just answer Garth Brooks for every answer? You certainly can. Who knows? He could even be an answer to a question. Probably isn't the answer to every question. That would actually be an interesting thing, like experiment for me to try one night, right around where every answer is the same thing, and see how many people just talk themselves out of it and freak out. Like Jim wouldn't do that. There's no way every answer can be the same thing, but actually do that. That'd be funny, actually, for my entertainment, if nothing else. Might not be for yours. Question number 6 for 90s country music. And Jody Messina's hit, "I'm All Right." She says that her friend better grab a chair, and what else? Jody Messina's hit, "I'm All Right." She says that her friend better grab a chair, and what else? Well, we were up to 30 people watching. We're down to 24. So my jokes are falling on deaf ears, that's for sure. Jody Messina's hit, "I'm All Right." She says that her friend better grab a chair, and what else? This would be one where it'd be really funny to put Garth Brooks as the answer, Kevin. She says her friend better grab a chair, and Garth Brooks. Uh, that That's a heck of a lyric right there. Uh, Number 7, who released the song "Working Man's PhD" in 1993? Who released the song "Working Man's PhD" in 1993? I'll put up the image a little bit later on tonight too, but you may have seen on my page earlier this morning at about 8 a.m. I dropped the news that I am doing that online Christmas party December 11th. It is free to play. There will be prizes. There will be prizes for the top couple of teams will go on the wheel like we do here. And then also anybody who donates that night, it'll be a raffle system. So you'll basically be buying raffle tickets. I can't say that in writing. But and I've got a whole bunch of prizes. Just picked up a couple more today while I was out. All sorts of Christmas movies and Christmas things and all sorts of things that will be given away on that night. So you'll be able to enter in to win those things through donations. If you don't happen to have Venmo or PayPal, I know I have heard of a couple of folks who have said, hey, we don't have that. Send me a message. We'll figure, if you want to jump in on those raffle things, we will figure something out. I can work with you. I don't want anybody to miss out on that if they want to get in on that, but we'll talk more about that as the night goes on. Question number 8, finish this lyric. "I'm her big cat daddy. She's my Garth Brooks." No, that's not right. "I'm her big cat daddy. She's my," 4 words there that I'm missing in that lyric. And the title of the song is part of that. Actually, I think the title of the song is the 4 words I'm missing. "I'm her big cat daddy. She's my," give me those next 4 words that are missing there. Thank you. Thank you. Getting some likes. And looks like my nephew put a laughing face on the one that's on my personal page. So, Clayton, if you're still watching, why are you laughing at me, man? Number 8, finish this lyric. I'm her big cat daddy. She's my next 4 words. Question number 9. According to theboot.com, what Toby Keith hit was the most played country song of the 90s? According to theboot.com, what Toby Keith hit was the most played country song of the 90s? Number 10 for 90s country music, Diamond Rio hit number 1 with their debut single in 1991. What was the name of that single? Diamond Rio hit number 1 with their debut single in 1991. What was the name of that single? And number 11, the bonus question. Remember, this one's worth 2 points. There are 2 parts to this answer. So you can get 1 point if you get 1 part right, 2 points if you get both. In the video for Garth Brooks' hit The Dance, what famous country couple are featured? In the video for Garth Brooks' hit The Dance, what famous country couple are featured? Number 11 again, in the video for Garth Brooks' hit The Dance, what famous country couple are featured? All right, you're going to work on those answers. I'll be back with the right ones. I'm not going anywhere, but I'll be back with the right ones in a couple of minutes. Let me know in the comments if you need any repeats. Looks like I am seeing comments that are posted on the Ask a Nebraskan page where the video is, and on YouTube where the video is also playing, but it looks like maybe my personal page I'm not, but I've got that pulled up in a tab. So I will check it there. I'm going to stop that screen sharing for a minute. Let me know if you need any comments. Clayton, you can join in. I just saw your comment here. You can join in by just writing down these answers as I ask the questions, and then you're going to score your own sheet. You can't use Google, so no cheating. You can't use Google, but you're going to score your own answers. And then at the end of the night, you send me your total score. I'll tell you how to do that. And if you're one of the top 3 teams, you go on a wheel. I spin a wheel, and if you win, you get a prize. So super easy to join. All you need is a pen and a paper, or a pencil, or a crayon. Doesn't really matter. Jason, don't type your answers in on the comments. You're going to want to just write those answers down. Mike says, we will have 2 zeros tonight. I hope confidence is good to us. Knowing you, Mike, your 2 zeros are going to be these first 2 rounds, this one and Outlander. And you're going to pray that the confidence round and Tom Hanks quotes and thanks and Thanksgiving are all good to you. All right. Let me know in the comments if you need any repeats for the first round. Go over the answers here in just a minute. Before we do, though, I will show you, like I said, free online Christmas trivia party right here, wherever you're watching me. You will also get to see that one on December 11th at 7 p.m. Normally, I will do Thursday nights moving forward still here as usual at 7 o'clock, but I will add in on Friday, December 11th. Probably we'll do both Thursday and Friday that week. So Friday will be the Christmas party. This will be totally different than any Christmas rounds I do at live venues, assuming those still happen over the next few weeks or here online. So they will be totally different. So come and play. There will be a bunch of prizes. Like I said, most of them will be raffled. But come and play that night. Get your friends to play. Tell them where to find it. We'll have a good time on December 11th. Brandon needed number 5 repeated. Number 5. Get number 5 here. There we go. And Ashley needs number 3. I'll just throw them back up on the screen here. Number 5 first. Oh, Kyle wants to know if we can do the usual quick repeat. I forgot to do that. Sorry. Yeah, let me just run over all of them for you again, guys. Oops, a little too far. Let me do all of them. Thank you, Kyle, for reminding me of that. A little bit brain dead there. So here's all 11 questions again, real quick. This should cover both Brandon and Ashley's need for 3 and 5. Thanks for reminding me of that, Kyle. Number 1 in 1999, what was the first top 10 hit for Montgomery Gentry? Was it Hillbilly Shoes, Lonely and Gone, or Daddy Won't Sell the Farm? There's number 1 again. Number 2, who was the first country artist to sell 10 million copies of one album? Again, just quick going through these on repeat. You are very welcome, Kyle. Thank you. I was a little brain cramp there. Question number 3, who had a hit with Every Light in the House Is On in 1996? Number 4, what George Strait hit had the lyrics, now we're grown up and she's my wife, still like 2 kids with stars in our eyes? Number 5, what's the name of the album that contained Lone Star's hit Amazed? Looking for the name of the album there. Clayton, again, don't type those answers in the comments, bud. Just write them down on a piece of paper. We'll go over here in a little bit. We don't want anybody to see answers, whether you're right or wrong. Oops. Number 6, Jody Messina's hit I'm All Right. She says that her friend better grab a chair, and what else? Number 7, who released the song Working Man's PhD in 1993? Number 8, finish this lyric. I'm her big cat daddy. She's my... Number 9, according to theboot.com, what Toby Keith hit was the most played country song of the 90s? Number 10, Diamond Rio hit number 1 with their debut single in 1991. What was the name of that single? And number 11 in the video for Garth Brooks' hit The Dance, what famous country couple are featured? All right, still working on those answers. Let me know if you need any other repeats. I got so excited about telling you all about the Christmas program. Listen to me. Worked in youth ministry for 12 years. Christmas party here online. I also didn't put in the post this morning, put it in the rest of the promos that I do for it. We're going to do an ugly sweater contest for a couple extra points as well that night. So wear your ugly sweaters. You'll be sending me selfies. I'll import them here onto StreamYard where I run this from and be able to put them up on screen so we can share them with everybody across the country. So we'll do an ugly sweater party, a little ugly sweater contest that night as well. All right, let me know if you need any other repeats. Otherwise, we'll go over answers just here in a minute. While you're working on those answers too, I will show you real quick. Let's see. We'll stop that screen. I will show you the top 3 teams tonight are going to go on that wheel, top 3 scoring teams. So even if there's a tie, like if 2 teams have the second highest score, then all 4 teams will go on the wheel. We'll give that wheel a spin here on the screen. You'll see it live. And the winning team will get, I have it in my possession, but it's the Blockbuster Party Game, a movie game for anyone who's ever seen a movie. So the Blockbuster Party Game, I have it in my possession. It's just in my trunk of my car, and I forgot to bring it down here with me. So I can't show you it live in front of me, but I do have it, I promise. I don't have to order it or anything. I've got it. So winning team will get that tonight, the winning of the spin. All right, not seeing any other repeat needs. I forgot to put the scroll up for this round. There it is. Somebody once said it was like ESPN sports sticker for nerds. I love it. All right, let me bring that screen back up. We'll show you the answers here to round number 1. Remember, 1 point for each of the first 10 you got right. 2 points for the last one, although you can get half of it right and get 1 point in that case too. Again, no Google. As long as you didn't use Google, you can give yourself the points. All right, country music answers for 90s country music. This is question number 1. In 1999, what was the first top 10 hit for Montgomery Gentry? Was it Hillbilly Shoes, Lonely and Gone, or Daddy Won't Sell the Farm? It was Lonely and Gone. Lonely and Gone was the name of their first number 1. Or first top 10, first top 10. Number 2, who was the first country artist to sell 10 million copies of one album? Kevin, if you went with your strategy, you got this one. Garth Brooks. Now you're going to tell me this was the one you did not write Garth Brooks on. Don't tell me that, please. I'll feel terrible. Garth Brooks. Number 3, who had a hit with Every Light in the House Is On in 1996? That was Trace Adkins. Number 4, what George Strait hit had the lyrics, now we're grown up and she's my wife, still like 2 kids with stars in our eyes? Check yes or no. Check yes or no. Number 5, what was the name of the album that contained Lone Star's hit Amazed? It was Lonely Grill was the name. Lonely Grill. Kevin says it worked. They got 1 point. Number 6, and Jody Messina's hit I'm All Right. She says that her friend better grab a chair and what else? It's a couple of beers. Better grab a chair and a couple of beers. Number 7, who released the song Working Man's PhD in 1993? Aaron Tippin. Aaron Tippin. Melissa, just saw your comments. I miss seeing you too. And I'm doing well, and I hope you are doing well as well. You are welcome, though, to keep hanging out and watching. You might know, maybe you'll know answers to other rounds. Number 8, finish this lyric. I'm her big cat daddy. She's my little Miss Honky Tonk. By Brooks and Dunn, Little Miss Honky Tonk. Number 9, according to theboot.com, what Toby Keith hit was the most played country song of the 90s? Should have been a cowboy. Should have been a cowboy. Number 10, Diamond Rio hit number 1 with their debut single in 1991. What was the name of that single? Meet in the Middle. Meet in the Middle. Number 11, in the video for Garth Brooks' hit The Dance. Here's the 2-pointer. What famous country couple are featured? It's Lori Morgan and Keith Whitley. So if you happen to have Lori Morgan and not Keith Whitley, or Keith Whitley and not Lori Morgan, give yourself 1 point. If you've got both names, give yourself 2. If you don't have any, I hope you had a good Thanksgiving, because you don't get any points. All right. Let's stop that screen because the next screen would not matter. So again, 1 point for each of the first 10 questions, 2 points for that last question if you had both answers right. You're just hanging on to your scores right now. At the end of the night, you'll send me the total points that you have for the night. Clayton says his mom was determined that she knew the Little Miss Honky Tonk one. Did you listen to your mom, Clayton? You should listen to your mom. That's the rule. That's the lesson tonight. Listen to our moms. Trish says she's going to be tied with Mike because the Dennons have won, we know, because of the Garth Brooks answer there. Let me know if you need any answers repeated quick on that round. I can do that for you quick, and then we will move on to round number 2, which is all about the TV show Outlander. Yeah, I haven't seen the TV show Outlander, but I hear these are fairly general. So if you've seen some of it, maybe you'll be able to get a few of them. If you've seen none of it, like me, yeah, round 3 will be better when we get to Tom Hanks quotes. Kevin says they got 2 points. Garth Brooks and randomly got the multiple choice question right. 2 more than they thought they'd get. You guys are going to be on a roll. You're going to end up on that wheel. You never know. Those could be the 2 points that are the difference between getting you on that wheel or not. All right. Not seeing anybody else needing answers. So, repeated. So we will get those questions up here and we will start. Oops, let me share the right screen. All about Outlander. Some of you all just learned it's a TV show when I said that. Thank you in advance as well. Anybody who's sending donations to Venmo or PayPal, which is actually that way. I have to point the other direction. I forget the camera turns me. Venmo and PayPal info is up on top. Again, no obligation to pay. It's free to play. Just wanted to give that option. People have been so kind in doing that over the last 36 weeks that I've been hosting these games here online. Since I'm not in all of the venues that I used to be, it is a great way to help me continue to keep things rolling here with the Ask a Nebraskan Trivia. So thanks for that in advance, guys. All right, Outlander, let's move on to those questions. Question number 1 for Outlander. What year does the story begin in? I should say these are all true to the TV show. They might be true to the books too. There are books. You're going to hear about that a little bit later on. So these are all true to the TV show. What year does the story begin in? And if you're within a year on either side, you can give yourself the point on this. Kevin wants to know, will we get any points if we guess Garth Brooks for all the round 2 answers? Spoiler alert, I don't believe Garth Brooks ever appears in Outlander. I think I do know that much about the show. I could be wrong. Totally could be wrong. Penny, just got your message. That is awesome. You actually don't have to send me scores at the end of each round here on the online game. It just gets a little too cumbersome. So you can just hang on to them and add them up at the end of the night. We'll get them together then. Number 1, what year does the story begin in an Outlander? Number 2 for Outlander, when Claire first travels back to the 18th century, what is the name of the castle she's taken to? When Claire first travels back to the 18th century, what is the name of the castle she is taken to? Some of you all just learned there's somebody named Claire in this show and that she's taken to a castle. And that there's apparently time travel. See, we're teaching you all sorts of stuff about Outlander here if you don't know anything about it. These are all things I learned as well in writing this round because I have never seen an episode of it. I know it's on Netflix, the first couple seasons, and I know it's officially Stars is the network that shows this show, which I don't have Stars. Never have watched it on Netflix. Thought about it a couple of times, but never have. But number 2, Claire first travels back to the 18th century. What is the name of the castle she is taken to? Castle Garth Brooks. That's going to be the ongoing joke for tonight, I think. Maybe for a while. Number 3, at the start of the show, what is the name of Claire's husband? Garth Brooks. At the start of the show, what is the name of Claire's husband? Just first name on this one, guys. If you do happen to know the show, if you just have the first name, that will be fine. Number 3, again, at the start of the show, what is the name of Claire's husband? Again, for those, I know we've got some new folks who are watching tonight. If normally I do this on Thursday nights at 7 o'clock. This week, obviously, we moved it because of Thanksgiving. So next Thursday night, if you tune in here, wherever you're watching this, on my Facebook page, the Ask a Nebraskan Facebook page, or YouTube, I'll be right back here doing this again with 5 totally different rounds. Number 4, what is Claire's job during World War II? I can already tell you for next week, one of the rounds will be on Boy Meets World. I can tell you that already. So one of the rounds will be Boy Meets World, not Girl Meets World, just Boy Meets World. It's probably streaming somewhere. Might be on Disney Plus, maybe. I bet it's streaming somewhere. Yep, it's on Disney Plus. I was right. Number 4 again, what is Claire's job during World War II? Number 5, what's the name of Jamie's sister? Again, just first name on this would be fine. So here's my suggestion for all of you that don't know Outlander. Put down a female's first name. You might get it. Maybe. What is the name of Jamie's sister? Same thing for Claire's husband. Put down a guy's first name. You never know. You might guess the right one. Mike, you are 100% correct. The banner definitely still says round 1. It is lying to you. There we go. Round 2, Outlander. I'm a little rusty. It's been a whole 8 days since I did this online instead of 7, I guess. Emily says, do a Save by the Bell round. We could probably do that in the future sometime. Save by the Bell would be a fun round. There's Emily. Has anybody started to watch the new Save by the Bell? Tell me in the comments if you have. I think Peacock released, I don't know if they released the whole season or just an episode or what. I have not seen it. I have the free side of Peacock, so I don't know if it's up on there or if I have to pay. If I have to pay, I'm probably not going to do it. Number 5, the name of Jamie's sister. Number 6 for Outlander. What prison do Claire, Murtaugh, and Dougal try to rescue Jamie from? What prison do Claire, Murtaugh, and Dougal try to rescue Jamie from? Justin says, aloha, Jim. Justin, if you were in Hawaii, I'm jealous. But aloha to you as well. Mike said he has seen the new Saved by the Bell, and it was just okay at best. That's usually the case when they bring things back. There's a reason they stopped showing it, and most revivals aren't nearly as good as the original. Number 6 again for Outlander. What prison do Claire, Murtaugh, and Dougal try to rescue Jamie from? And thanks in advance for your kind donations at Venmo and at PayPal. At Jimthy for Venmo. PayPal is jimthy@gmail.com. Really appreciate those. It's a really cool way for you to show me that you love what I'm doing with the Ask a Nebraskan. Especially when, December's usually my busiest month, and right now it's not lining up to be. Number 7, Gillis Duncan is accused of being a what? Gillis Duncan is accused of being a what? Should say, too, on that note about December, I am looking still available to do virtual Christmas parties. We can do in-person ones in Nebraska if we're being safe and if precautions are being taken and all of that. Most places aren't doing in-person things like that right now. And I totally understand it, having dealt with COVID myself. But if you're looking to do a virtual party here at the end of the year, let me know. Let's talk. Would be happy to do that. We can do it a number of different ways. Zoom is the easiest way, but we can talk. Let's talk. Number 8, before Jamie hires Fergus, he changes his name from what? This is Fergus's name. He changes, I believe. Before Jamie hires Fergus, he changes his name from what? Hey, Justin. Good to see you, buddy. Justin and I played on a trivia team together. Justin lives in California, but we were on a Zoom team together for Ring of Honor Wrestling against other people for Ring of Honor Wrestling trivia. And we are basically undefeated in 3 or 4 nights of that. So big nerd right here. But Justin's right there with me. Justin, not Justin Dannenberg, Justin Lack, who commented on my personal page on the video there. Melissa, I see that says you'll kill next week with Boy Meets World. Yes, I can send you the YouTube channel as well. I think I can figure out how to send a link for that. Number 9, we got lots of comments tonight. It's keeping me busy. I like this. Like the interaction. Number 9, who saves Jamie's life during the Battle of Culloden? Who saves Jamie's life during the Battle of Culloden? Just saw a tip roll in. Thank you. Appreciate that. Remember the online Christmas party December 11th. That tip's going to get you one spot on the wheel for every $1. So we will get people on the wheel. This tip tonight doesn't get you on that wheel. Anything you send that night will for the December 11th Christmas party. Get you on a wheel to win your prizes. If you live somewhere outside of Nebraska, I will mail you prizes. Denons, I still owe you things. I apologize. We'll put it together with everything you win Christmas night, and we'll send it, or the Christmas party night. We'll send you a package. Number 10, then, for Outlander. Y'all are like, get through these questions so we can get on the ones we actually know. Number 10, what's the name of the stone circle where some time travel takes place? What is the name of the stone circle where some time travel takes place? I'm just curious. We've been joking here about people not knowing about Outlander. Is there anybody playing tonight? Tell me in the comments if you are a big Outlander fan. If you know the show really, really well, or have seen it at least, and think you'll do all right. If you've at least seen it, you'll probably do better than some teams from what folks are saying here. Let me know in the comments if you're a big Outlander fan. And if you are, should I watch it? Is it something I would enjoy? I don't know. And number 11, how many novels are there in the Outlander series? So again, this one not having to do with the TV show itself. There are novels as well. How many of those are there? So here, you could get 2 points for just writing down the right number. And no range on this one. You got to hit the number. It is a bonus question after all, folks. So 2 points if you get the right number there. Ashley says she likes Outlander. So the question is, Ashley, and I know we don't know each other personally, but Lisa. Okay, Lisa also says big Outlander fan, but old so no memory. I like that. And yes, I should watch it. All right, good to know. Good to know. So you guys are probably killing this round. For all the people that aren't doing so hot this round, this is your round to make up some room. All right, let me know in the comments. In the comments. I'm right. Let me know in the comments if you need repeats. There we go. Molly says she loves it. It's a great series. Penny says, nope, never seen it. You're in the same boat I am. Trish says, my husband says it's a show for women. All right. Well, that's good to know. I will say every person who has said that they're a big fan of it so far on here has been a woman. Lisa says she doubts that she's going to do really well and kill it here on this round. So Lisa needs number 10 again. Number 10, what is the name of the stone circle where some time travel takes place? For those of you here in Nebraska, I will tell you, it is not Carhenge. It's not. Don't write it down. It's wrong. Not Carhenge. For those of you not in Nebraska, Google Carhenge. You'll be glad you did. It's a real thing here. Now, see, Lisa's husband says it's a show for men. So, battling ideas here. Maybe I'll have to give the first episode a shot and see what happens. Man, Kyle, you're killing me with this memory thing. No, thank you, Kyle. Let me see. What slide number am I on there? 44. Let's roll through those 11 questions again, like we always do, and like I can't seem to remember to do tonight. Number 1, what year does the story begin in? And again, 1 year on either side. Just run through these quick on a repeat for you. What year does the story begin in? Thank you, Kyle. Glad somebody's holding me accountable around here. I swear, this is water. It's the strongest thing no, I had a diet Dr. Pepper today, but that shouldn't make me lose my mind. Number 2, when Claire first travels back to the 18th century, what's the name of the castle she is taken to? Number 3, at the start of the show, what is the name of Claire's husband? Just first name. Just first name. Number 4, what is Claire's job during World War II? Number 5, what is the name of Jamie's sister? Now comments from people who are on my personal page should start showing up in here for me. Did a little investigation while I was doing this here. Number 6, what prison do Claire, Murtaugh, and Dougal try to rescue Jamie from? Number 7, Gillis Duncan is accused of being a what? Number 8, before Jamie hires Fergus, he changes his name from what? Ryan Buds, the godfather of trivia, says, sent this to his wife and mother-in-law. They are obsessed with Outlander. I can send you these slides if you want, Ryan. Maybe you already did, but I can send you these slides if you want. You have certainly helped me out plenty. More than happy to pay that forward back to you. I guess not forward, back to you. Number 9, who saves Jamie's life during the Battle of Culloden? Who saves Jamie's life during the Battle of Culloden? Number 10, the name of the Stone Circle. What is the name of the Stone Circle where time travel takes place? Some of the time travel takes place. Apparently, there are other places where that happens too. Ryan's wife and mother-in-law would be able to tell us about that. And then 11, that bonus question, how many novels are there in the Outlander series? All right. Let me know in the comments if you need any repeats for those questions on Outlander. Remember, the top 3 scoring teams tonight are going to go on the wheel. We'll spin it here, and the winning team is going to win Blockbuster the game. I do have it in my possession, just not down here in the office with me right now. It's in my trunk of my car, but I do have it. So we'll set up a drop-off if you're here in Nebraska. Otherwise, I'll mail it to you if you are anywhere else in the country. You are the team who has one of the 3 highest scores and wins the spin of the wheel. All right, let me know in those comments if you need any repeats here for Outlander. Otherwise, we'll go over these answers in just a minute or 2. Thanks for being here on a Friday night. 25 of you watching across the 3 platforms. 26 now. We picked up a friend. Thanks as well again for anybody who sends a donation to me to Venmo at Jimthy right there, or PayPal over there, jimthy@gmail.com. Appreciate your kind support. Well, we're going through these times and doing this stuff here online and not as much live in the venues. Some live, but not as much. All right, not seeing any comments of anybody needing any repeats for those questions. So let's go over the answers here. Let me just get my screen to the right place. Here we go with the answers for Outlander, and then we'll head into Tom Hanks quotes here in just a minute. Question number 1, what year does the story begin in? It's 1945. And again, I said I'd give it to you on either side, 1 year on either side. So if you had 44 or 46, give yourself a point on that. Number 2, when Claire first travels back to the 18th century, what's the name of the castle she is taken to? It's Leoc. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Leoc. Number 3, at the start of the show, what's the name of Claire's husband, Frank? is Claire's husband, Frank. Number 4, what's Claire's job during World War II? She's a nurse. A nurse. Number 5, what is the name of Jamie's sister? Jenny is the name of Jamie's sister. Jenny. Number 6, what prison do Claire, Murtaugh, and Dougal try to rescue Jamie from? He is in Wentworth. Wentworth. Number 7, Gillis Duncan is accused of being a witch. A witch. Number 8, before Jamie hires Fergus, he changes his name from Claudel. So he changes his name from Claudel to Fergus. Seems like a lateral move to me, but I'm sure there's a good reason. Number 9, who saves Jamie's life during the Battle of Culloden? Commander Gray is that character's name. Commander Gray saves his life. Number 10, what is the name of the stone circle where some of the time travel takes place? Craig Nadoon. Craig Nadoon. And number 11, 2 points on this one. How many novels are there in the Outlander series? Again, no range here. You had to nail the number. It is 8. 8 novels, in the Outlander series. Well, let me know if you need any of those answers repeated. I can do that for you. Otherwise, we'll head into Tom Hanks quotes here in just a minute. Again, just a reminder, free online Christmas trivia party right here, wherever you're watching this one. Friday night, December 11th. Free to play, as they always are, as the games always are here. Tons of prizes. We'll be raffling things off. There'll be lots of prizes. We're going to do an ugly sweater Christmas party or ugly sweater contest. So wear your ugly sweater. You'll be sending me some selfies, if you choose to, of your ugly sweater. See you in your ugly sweaters. We'll put them up here on the screen. And I will probably be the judge because, let's be honest, you'd vote for yourselves. But I'll pick, 1 or 2, and I'll award some bonus points for the best ugly sweaters. We'll have some fun. Friday night, December 11th, 7 o'clock Central, right here on the Facebook page for Asking Nebraskan, on my personal page, on the YouTube page, anywhere else I can put this thing. We're going to try to do it. All right. Not seeing anybody need any repeats. I'm going to change the banner before we start this time, Mike, so that I don't do that or forget to do that this time. Get the screen to the right spot here. And again, remember, 1 point for each of those first 10 questions, 2 points if you had 8 for the novels. All right. For everybody who said the first 2 rounds they were going to score 0 or 2 points, anything like that, let me say, I think it'll get better now. I hope it gets better now. Because it's Tom Hanks quotes. Tom Hanks quotes. All right. Get my comments back up so I can see them. Yeah, Justin, I just got a text from Mike, who is also watching tonight, and apparently I can't spell, so that's fun. I will have to go in and change that on the page, or where I created that image, and then change it. But yes, Triba. It's a Triba party. You got to show up on the 11th to find out what Triba is. It could be fun. Jeez, that's terrible. All right. Tom Hanks quotes. Here we go. Number 1. These are the simple rules. So I'm giving you a quote. You write down the movie. I forgot to tell you that part. I give you the quote. You write down the movie. Number 1. These are the simple rules. No barking, no growling. You will not lift your leg to anything in this house. This is not your room. These are also the house rules here for Asking Nebraskan Trivia. Simple rules. No barking, no growling. You won't lift your leg to anything in this house. This is not your room. So keep that in mind as we play along throughout the night. House rules. Maybe barking, growling, and lifting your leg is allowed in your house. Don't know. Don't want to know. Scares me a little bit, to be honest. Again, you're writing down the movie for these quotes. Trish still says, still rocking the single digits. Oops. Number 2, there's no greater joy than that seen through the eyes of a child. And there's a little bit of a child in all of us. There's no greater joy than that seen through the eyes of a child. And there's a little bit of a child in all of us. Matt says he loves that 90s country music. Looks forward to watching this later. Thank you, Matt. Hopefully you love some Tom Hanks quotes too, maybe even the show Outlander. Number 3, someone's poisoned the water hole. Someone's poisoned the water hole. Number 3, someone's poisoned the water hole. What movie is that one from? Number 4 for Tom Hanks quotes. Is that what I'm supposed to tell your mother when she gets another folded American flag? Is that what I'm supposed to tell your mother when she gets another folded American flag? Is that what I'm supposed to tell your mother? She gets another folded American flag. Number 5, how about coffee, drinks, dinner, a movie, or as long as we both shall live? How about coffee, drinks, dinner, a movie, or as long as we both shall live? Number 6, I guess sometimes the past just catches up with you, whether you want it to or not. Number 6, what Tom Hanks movie is this from? I guess sometimes the past just catches up with you, whether you want it to or not. How about number 7? This is the longest quote in this one. I don't ask for much. I don't ask to be rich, and I don't ask to be famous. And I don't ask to play center field for the New York Yankees. I just want to get married and have a wife and a house, and I want to have a kid. And I want to go see him be a tooth in the school play. I don't ask for much. I don't ask to be rich. I don't ask to be famous. I don't ask to play center field for the New York Yankees. I just want to get married and have a wife and a house, and I want to have a kid, and I want to go see him be a tooth in the school play. And you're just writing down what Tom Hanks movie this is from. Number 8, it's supposed to be hard. If it wasn't hard, everyone would do it. The hard is what makes it great. It's supposed to be hard. If it wasn't hard, everyone would do it. The hard is what makes it great. Number 9, you never know what events are to transpire to get you home. What movie starring Tom Hanks, or what movie that Tom Hanks is in, starring Tom Hanks, however you want to look at it, is this quote from? Never know what events are to transpire to get you home. Number 10, we live and we die by time, and we must not commit the sin of turning our back on time. We live and we die by time, and we must not commit the sin of turning our back on time. And number 11, you don't have to tell me the movie. You have to fill in the missing words from this quote. Fill in the Forrest Gump missing words. You died on a blank morning, and I had you placed here under our blank. You died on a blank morning, and I had you placed here under our blank. You're filling in those 2 words. And again, this would be one where if you got one word right, not the other one, you could give yourself 1 point. You got both words right, though. You'll get 2 points on this one. You died on a blank morning, and I had you placed here under our blank. All right, let me run these back. See, I remember to do it this time, Kyle. All right, all 11 questions. Here we go through them real quick on repeat. These are the simple, number 1, these are the simple rules. No barking, no growling. You will not lift your leg to anything in this house. This is not your room. Number 2, there's no greater joy than that seen through the eyes of a child, and there's a little bit of a child in all of us. Well, no greater joy than that seen through the eyes of a child. There's a little bit of a child in all of us. Number 3, someone's poisoned the water hole. Someone's poisoned the water hole. Number 4, is that what I'm supposed to tell your mother when she gets another folded American flag? Number 5, how about coffee, drinks, dinner, a movie, or as long as we both shall live? Number 6, I guess sometimes the past just catches up with you, whether you want it to or not. Number 7, I don't ask for much. I don't ask to be rich, and I don't ask to be famous, and I don't ask to play center field for the New York Yankees. I just want to get married, have a wife and a house, and I want to have a kid. I want to see him be a tooth in the school play. Number 8, it's supposed to be hard. If it wasn't hard, everyone would do it. The hard is what makes it great. Number 9, you never know what events are to transpire to get you home. Number 10, we live and we die by time, and we must not commit the sin of turning our back on time. And number 11, fill in the Forrest Gump missing words here. You died on a blank morning, and I had you placed here under our blank. You died on a blank morning, and I had you placed here under our blank. All right, work on those answers. I'll be back with the right ones in just a minute. I'm not going anywhere. Let me know if you need any repeats on that round. Hello. And thank you again in advance for anybody who is giving donations, tips, whatever you want to call them, to help me just kind of keep things rolling along here with the Ask a Nebraskan. The info is right above my head there. Venmo is at Jim T. PayPal is jimT@gmail.com. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very, very kind of everybody who's done that over the last 36 weeks that we've been doing this. It's crazy. I thought maybe we'd be doing this like a month. 36 weeks. I don't even know what to say. That's 9 months. If I do my math right. Something like that. It's been a while. That's all I know. Been a while. All right. Let me know if you need any repeats. I think I can see comments now from everywhere as you post them. Figured that little thing out. And by the way, also wanted to show those of you who noticed. Again, remember December 11th, there's a free online Christmas trivia party. Got it fixed and downloaded during that round. Trivia party right here, wherever you're watching this. Come and check it out. Invite friends, invite family, whoever you want. Tell them they can watch and they can play along too. It's free to play. There are tons of prizes. We'll be raffling some stuff off from donations that you give that night. It'll be a lot of fun. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna have ugly sweaters. We're gonna do other stuff. We'll have some fun. I'll try and have some maybe either royalty-free Christmas music playing in the background or some 8-bit Christmas music or something. Facebook just shuts me down if I do too many things that are copyrighted, obviously, which I understand, but makes it tough. I would like to have a little background music. So we'll get something going on, have it festive. I got to try to figure out an ugly Christmas sweater of some kind. I could just wear my Bears sweatshirt. That's pretty ugly. Yeah, I said it. All right. Answers coming up here for Tom Hanks. Let me get that screen back up for you. Not seeing any repeats needed. Justin, I did fix trivia. It was broken, and I fixed it. Yeah, I did. Thank you for pointing that out. I also fixed it on the post that went up this morning on the Ask a Nebraskan page, because that's slightly embarrassing when I'm trying to be professional to have a misspelling like that sitting in there. But here we go. So I appreciate both you and Mike reaching out and letting me know that I really screwed the pooch on that. Here we go with Tom Hanks quotes. Number 1, these are the simple rules. No barking, no growling. You won't lift your leg to anything in this house. This is not your room. Turner and Hooch is the answer there. Turner and Hooch. Number 2, there's no greater joy than that seen through the eyes of a child, and there's a little bit of a child in all of us. Saving Mr. Banks. I would have guessed the Polar Express on that, but it's Saving Mr. Banks. Number 3, someone's poisoned the water hole is, of course, Toy Story. Woody. Great movie. I still need to see number 4. We have Disney Plus. I need to get around to watching that. Tom Hanks quotes number 4. Is that what I'm supposed to tell your mother when she gets another folded American flag? Not a Disney movie this time. Saving Private Ryan. Definitely not a Disney movie. Saving Private Ryan. Number 5. How about coffee, drinks, dinner, a movie, or as long as we both shall live? That is You've Got Mail. You've Got Mail. Number 6. I guess sometimes the past just catches up with you, whether you want it to or not. The Green Mile. Excellent movie. The Green Mile. Number 7, I don't ask for much. I don't ask to be rich, and I don't ask to be famous, and I don't blah, 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 blah. Tooth in the school play. Splash, which is available on Disney Plus. Kind of strange, but it's because they bought 20th Century Fox, I think probably made that, or was involved in that movie. But everything they bought, because Disney owns everything. Number 8, Disney and Google taking over the world. It's supposed to be hard. If it wasn't hard, everyone would do it. The hard is what makes it great, including this movie is great. A League of Their Own. The Rockford Peaches, my hometown. League of Their Own. Number 9, you never know what events are to transpire to get you home. Apollo 13. I would have guessed Castaway on this, but somebody pointed out to me last night, Tom Hanks gets lost in a lot of his movies. It's kind of true if you think about it. Number 10, we live and we die by time, and we must not commit the sin of turning our back on time. That one is Castaway. Castaway is that one, not number 9. And number 11, fill in this Forrest Gump missing words. You died on a Saturday morning, and I had you placed here under our tree. You died on a Saturday morning, and I had you placed here under our tree. Thank you, thank you. So another tip roll in. You are the best. Somebody joked yesterday this could be, and I had you placed here under our front porch. That would be the serial killer version of Forrest Gump, not the one that Tom Hanks starred in. Let me know if you need any of those answers repeated. I can give those to you. Otherwise, we will head into thanks and Thanksgiving in just a minute. Justin got a perfect round. That is the first person to say perfect round all night after 90s Country and Outlander. 90s Country, I didn't think it was going to be that bad. But that is kind of one of those things. Melissa says that was the first round she did well in. Nice job. Country is kind of one of those things. I mean, either you listen to it or you don't. All right. Let me know in the comments if you need any repeats or anything else. I can do that. Switch my banner here while I'm thinking of it for round number 4. Thanks and Thanksgiving coming up. We're a day late on this one, but it's the round I've been doing all week, so I figured it was fine to do it. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I saw an awful lot of people that did kind of non-traditional dishes instead of turkey yesterday, which good for you. Do what you want. If 2020 is proving anything, do what makes you happy. As long as you're not hurting anybody else, do what makes you happy. Jess says we're thankful for trivia. Thank you, Jess. I am thankful for you guys showing up here for 36 weeks. All of you. I don't just mean the Dennons. I mean everybody. You've been coming and doing this for 36 weeks. You've been so kind and generous on Venmo and PayPal, and kind and generous just by showing up and playing and giving me a chance to do this, which I love doing, and giving you guys a chance to play and have some fun, which is the goal really of all of this. Is I want people to have some fun and have something to be happy about in this crazy, crazy time we're in. So glad we can do that. All right. Let's go to thanks and Thanksgiving. See if people do a little better in this round as well. A little more traditional trivia round here. Here we go. Question number 1. The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade was first held in what year? Was it 1904, 1914, 1924, or 1934? The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade was first held in what year? Was it 1904, 1914, 1924, or 1934? Number 2 for thanks and Thanksgiving. In Adam Sandler's Thanksgiving song, who can't Sandler believe the Mets traded? In Adam Sandler's Thanksgiving song, who can't Sandler believe the Mets traded? Number 3, the tradition of football on Thanksgiving Day started in 1876 with a game between Princeton and what other Ivy League school? Number 3, that was number 3. Number 4, what rapper released a book titled Thanks and You're Welcome? What rapper released a book titled Thanks and You're Welcome? Number 5. What balloon character has appeared more times in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade than any other? What balloon character has appeared more times in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade than any other? Number 6 for Thanks and Thanksgiving. What movie starred Aaron Eckhart as a tobacco industry lobbyist? What movie starred Aaron Eckhart as a tobacco industry lobbyist? Number 7, ketos means thanks in what European nation's language? Ketos means thanks in what European language? European nation's language, I should say. Number 8, what U.S. president signed the proclamation that made Thanksgiving a federal holiday on the fourth Thursday of November? The last part's important. Presidents have been signing proclamations about Thanksgiving Day kind of every year for a long time. And then this one kind of nailed down the date that we now celebrate it on. It had been a holiday, it had been a federal holiday even, but it had moved around. It was in the spring, it was in the fall, it was all over the place. So, what U.S. president signed the proclamation that made Thanksgiving a federal holiday on the fourth Thursday in November? For a while, it was the last Thursday, the fifth Thursday. It just got all, now it's the fourth Thursday. Boom. Who locked that in for us? Because we couldn't figure it out on our own, clearly. I shouldn't say on our own. It wasn't our decision, but they were having problems apparently. For a while, like I said, it was the last Thursday of the month, but then that gets screwy when there's 5 Thursdays. So this president locked it in on the fourth Thursday. Number 9, in the first Friends Thanksgiving episode, who is said to be, quote, boycotting all pilgrim holidays? In the first Friends Thanksgiving episode, who is said to be boycotting all pilgrim holidays? Number 10, what 2013 animated movie was about 2 turkeys who travel back in time to try and prevent the first Thanksgiving? The 2013 animated movie was about 2 turkeys who travel back in time to try and prevent the first Thanksgiving. I was told last night this is a terrible movie. I haven't seen it. I think it's on like It's on a streaming service. How about I don't say anything more than that, just so that it doesn't give it away or something. Somebody goes, "Oh, I saw that on whatever service." It is streaming somewhere right now. Thought about maybe catching it sometime, but boy, I was told last night vehemently that it was terrible. And number 11, the bonus question, known as the mother of Thanksgiving for encouraging Abraham Lincoln to proclaim a national holiday, Sarah Josepha Hale was the author of what nursery rhyme? All right, so let's be clear. Sarah Josepha Hale encouraged Abraham Lincoln to proclaim a national holiday. Abraham Lincoln was not the answer to number 8. So I'm not giving you the answer here to number 8. So if you wrote down Abraham Lincoln for the one who locked it in on the fourth Thursday, change your answer because it's wrong. Known as the mother of Thanksgiving for encouraging Abraham Lincoln to proclaim a national holiday, Sarah Josepha Hale was the author of what nursery rhyme? All right, we'll run through those 11 questions again for you here. See, I'm catching on now. Number 1, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade was first held in what year? Was it 1904, 1914, 1924, 1934? Number 2, in Adam Sandler's Thanksgiving song, who can't Sandler believe the Mets traded? Number 3, the tradition of football on Thanksgiving Day started in 1876 with a game between Princeton and what other Ivy League school? Number 4, what rapper released a book titled Thanks and You're Welcome? Number 5, what balloon character has appeared more times in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade than any other? Number 6, what movie starred Aaron Eckhart as a tobacco industry lobbyist? Number 7, Kitos means thanks in what European nation's language? Number 8, what U.S. president signed the proclamation that made Thanksgiving a federal holiday on the fourth Thursday of November? Again, not Abraham Lincoln. So, Honest Abe didn't do it. Number 9, in the first Friends Thanksgiving episode, who is said to be boycotting all pilgrim holidays? Number 10, what 2013 animated movie was about two turkeys who travel back in time to try and prevent the first Thanksgiving? And number 11, known as the mother of Thanksgiving for encouraging Abraham Lincoln to proclaim a national holiday, Sarah Joseph Hale was also the author of what nursery rhyme? All right, work on those answers. Let me know if you need any repeated here, any of those questions. Thanks again for the tips to Venmo and PayPal. Info right there above my head. If it asks you for the last 4 digits of my phone number on Venmo, it's 2709, but you can also just click pay without the number. So sometimes it wants that for verification if you've never sent anything before, those kinds of things. Let me know in the comments if you need those repeats. Otherwise, we'll head over answers here and head into the confidence round. Brandon needs number 4 again. Number 4. What rapper, here we'll get it up on there for you. What rapper released a book titled Thanks and You're Welcome? What rapper released that book? Thanks and You're Welcome. Any others, let me know. And remember, the top 3 scoring teams, the top 3 scores tonight, however many teams that is, will be going on a wheel. And one of you is going to walk away with Blockbuster the Game, a movie game for anyone who's ever seen a movie. So it's not just trivia. It's got other things, other kind of games around movies. I think it's got like things where you name a movie that all start with the same letter and things like that. So fun. That'll be going to whoever wins that wheel tonight. That spin of the wheel. All right. Looks like we don't need any more repeats. So we'll go ahead and start going over these answers here for thanks and Thanksgiving. The banner back up so it looks sharper. Number 1, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade was first held in what year? Was it 1904, 1914, 1924, or 1934? It is 1924. 24. Number 2, in Adam Sandler's Thanksgiving song, who can't Sandler believe the Mets traded? Can't believe the Mets traded Darryl Strawberry. Number 3, the tradition of football on Thanksgiving Day started in 1876 with a game between Princeton and Yale. Princeton and Yale. Number 4, what rapper released a book titled Thanks and You're Welcome? Kanye West. Kanye West. Such a nice guy. Number 5, what balloon characters appeared more times in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade than any others? I saw he was in it yesterday. Maybe they even made comment of it. I didn't necessarily hear what they said about him, but Snoopy. Snoopy is the balloon character that's appeared more times. Maybe they told you that yesterday, and you already knew it. Number 6, what movie starred Aaron Eckhart as a tobacco industry lobbyist? Thanks for Smoking. Actually, I think it's Thank You for Smoking. But I have Thanks for Smoking. Thank You for Smoking. Either way, give yourself the point. Spelling doesn't count, even if you're the trivia host. Clearly, as I've proven tonight with my Christmas party slide. Kiitos means thanks in what European nation's language? Finland. Finland. Number 8, what U.S. president signed the proclamation that made Thanksgiving a federal holiday on the 4th Thursday of November? Franklin D. Roosevelt, FDR. Number 9, in the first Friends Thanksgiving episode, who is said to be boycotting all pilgrim holidays? Chandler says he is. Somebody asked me last night, wouldn't it be the turkey? Well, yeah, in general, but no. Number 10, what 2013 animated movie was about 2 turkeys who travel back in time to try and prevent the first Thanksgiving? That is Freebirds. It's streaming on Hulu if you're looking to watch it. Don't know if it'll be up there past the end of this month, but Freebirds. And number 11, known as the mother of Thanksgiving for encouraging Abraham Lincoln to proclaim a national holiday, Sarah Josepha Hale was also the author of Mary Had a Little Lamb. Mary Had a Little Lamb. All right, pay no attention to what that says on your screen. Don't send me anything. Go away, screen. I just clicked too far ahead. Anthony needs the answer to number 1 again. Number 1 was 1924. Was the first Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, 1924. Melissa says FDR is my fave. Excellent. Excellent. Let me know if you need any other answers repeated besides number 1 there for Anthony. I can do that for you. Otherwise, we will head into the confidence round. The confidence round works different for all of our new players who are playing for the first time tonight. This works different than the first 4 rounds. I'll explain how it works. It's pretty easy, but you're gonna want to pay attention to how it works. Otherwise, you will mess it up. And there's a lot of points available in that last round. This last round coming up here. Melissa, perfect round. Finally, nice job. So, Mike, Abraham Lincoln did help proclaim it a national holiday. He did not lock it in. That's why I was making that point on number 8 about that it's the one who locked it in on the 4th Thursday, a federal holiday on the 4th Thursday of the month. Abraham Lincoln did not do that. That was why I made that and why I made the distinction that Abraham Lincoln was not. When I asked the last slide, I said Abraham Lincoln is not the answer to number 8 for that reason. FDR was the one who locked it in. It was a federal holiday on the 4th Thursday. That's why I pounded that point home while asking. All right. Let me know if you need any other answers repeated. Doesn't look like it. Justin says cheaters. If I was going to cheat on any round, it would have been like Outlander or something where I knew nothing. I don't think they cheated. All right. Round number 5 is the confidence round. So here's how it works. There are 10 questions and only 10 questions. Actually, let me get my banner up to help you with this. Where'd it go? There it is. 10 questions. You're going to rank your answers. So after you're done answering them, you're going to rank your answers 10 to 1. 10 is the most confident. So it's kind of like if you've ever filled out a football pool sheet, you have the numbers on maybe the right side where you're ranking your confidence. You do that here. You're going to rank your answers 10 to 1. 10 is the most confident. 1 is the least confident. You can use each number one time. So 10 on one, 9 on another, 8 on another, all the way down to 1 on the one that you're probably just guessing on, or 1 through 3 on the 3 you're guessing on, however that might work. That will be the points you get for that question if you are right. So if you get the one you put 10 points on, right, you get 10 points for that question. You get the one you put 9 points on, you get 9 points for that question. All the way down to 1 for the one that you put a 1 on, meaning there's a total of 55 possible points in this round. So everybody's still got a chance, because if you've been perfect all night, and nobody has been, but if you've been perfect all night, you would have 48 points right now. You can get 55 total points in this round. So everybody's still got a chance if other people trip up and you do really well. I should say, too, topics go out the window. These questions are about anything. Some tough, some not so tough. Who knows? It kind of depends on what you know, because it's just a hodgepodge of everything. So here we go with the confidence round. I would worry more, for those of you who are new, about making sure you write down your answers first. You can do your rankings at the end. And you're still going to be scoring your own round, just like we've been doing all night. Number 1, how many on-court officials are there in an NBA game? How many on-court officials are there in an NBA game? Question number 2, what famous daughter did Nicolas Cage marry in 2002? Nope, please name the daughter, not her famous parent. What famous daughter did Nicolas Cage marry in 2002? Thank you for the tips at Venmo and PayPal. Appreciate that. Number 2, what famous daughter did Nicolas Cage marry in 2002? Number 3, what actor played Electro in The Amazing Spider-Man 2? What actor played Electro in The Amazing Spider-Man 2? Number 4, what are the 2 original colors of checkers or counters in Connect 4? I believe they're still the same color. I think. Don't hold me to that. What are the 2 colors of the checkers or counters? They're really counters, but they look like checkers. That's why I put that word in there. In Connect 4. The official Connect 4 game, what are the 2 colors of those checkers or counters? When I say they look like checkers, I'm just saying, round little discs, about the same size. Number 5, who's the only person to serve as President of the United States and also Chief Justice of the Supreme Court? Who's the only person to serve as President of the U.S. and also Chief Justice of the Supreme Court? Number 6, what car company came out with the RX-8 in 2004? What car company came out with the RX-8 in 2004? Number 7, what is the first name of both of Ron Swanson's ex-wives on Parks and Recreation? It is the same name for both of his ex-wives, the same first name. What is the first name of both of Ron Swanson's ex-wives on Parks and Recreation? We just got done watching Parks and Recreation. Neither of us we'd seen a couple episodes here and there. Had tried to start watching it a few times and just always felt like we weren't quite getting into it. We thought we were going to give it one more shot. And we loved this show. Absolutely loved this show. Lots and lots of points in it that we just laughed out loud at. Ron Swanson was part of a lot of them. So, what is the first name of both of Ron Swanson's ex-wives? Number 8, what was the first Mario Kart game to have 12 racers per race instead of 8? What was the first Mario Kart game to have 12 racers per race instead of 8? Number 9, what Canadian actor's memoir is titled Get a Life? What Canadian actor's memoir is titled Get a Life? Remember, you're not looking these up online or anything, just about what you know. You all know that, though. None of you would cheat. Honestly, believe that. I don't think anybody's been cheating on these for the most part. Every once in a while, there was a score or two that I'd be like, oh, that's interesting. Number 9, what Canadian actor's memoir is titled Get a Life? And number 10, last question of the night. On December 20th, 1860, what state became the first to secede from the United States? On December 20th, 1860, what state became the first to secede from the U.S.? All right. Oops. There we go. Here we'll go over those 11 or 10 questions again. Just 10 questions this round, remember. Remember, you're ranking your answers 10 to 1, 10 the most confident, 1 the least confident. You can use each number just one time. Number 1, how many on-court officials are there in an NBA game? Number 2, what famous daughter did Nicolas Cage marry in 2002? Number 3, what actor played Electro in The Amazing Spider-Man? Amazing Spider-Man 2, excuse me. Amazing Spider-Man 2. I knew when I said that didn't sound right. Number 4, get it, go there. What are the original colors of the checkers or counters in Connect 4? I think, again, still the same. Number 5, who's the only person to serve as president of the U.S. and also Chief Justice of the Supreme Court? Mike says, not going to lie, good to have Brendan on our team. Picked up points. Get that college kid working for you. Number 6, what car company came out with the RX-8 in 2004? Number 7, what's the first name of both of Ron Swanson's ex-wives on Parks and Recreation? Number 8, what was the first Mario Kart game to have 12 racers per race instead of 8? Number 9, what Canadian actor's memoir is titled Get a Life? And number 10, on December 20th, 1860, what state became the first to secede from the U.S.? Remember, you're ranking these answers 10 to 1 based on the confidence you have in that answer. 10 is the most confident, 1 is the least confident. Each number can be used just one time. So 10 on one, 9 on another, 8 on another, 7 on another, all the way down to 1. Don't double up on a number. Otherwise, you got to mark them both as wrong, even if you are right. Don't be that person. Melissa says, number 6, I know for sure. I had a mechanic husband. There you go. It's all about how you know these things. It may be that you've seen it. It might be somebody you know, somebody who's been close to you, those kinds of things. You learn these kinds of things. All right, I'm going to stop that screen for a minute. Work on those answers. Give you, again, just a minute or two here to work on those confidence answers. Remember, you're going to be scoring your own. And when you do, you're going to want to mark the confidence points you're giving yourself. That's how you're going to be able to come up with your score for this round. Then you'll add it together with all of your other 4 rounds. You'll send me that number in a message. We'll find out who's going on the wheel. Speaking of which, I should bring that website up so that I'm ready to roll with the wheel. All right. Let me know if you need any other repeats. All right. Not seeing any other repeats. Melissa's done with her ranking. Good. All right. Last call. If you need any more time, tell me in the comments now. Otherwise, we'll start going over those answers. And you'll find out how you did in this round. Then you'll be able to add up those scores and send me a message. Let me know your total score for the night after this. And we'll get some names on the wheel and see who's winning that Blockbuster game again. There is the Blockbuster game for the winning team. And again, put it on your calendars, December 11th, 7 p.m. Central, right back here, wherever you're watching this. Christmas trivia party. It'll be all Christmas-themed trivia. Christmas songs and movies and bears and everything else. Oh, my. I don't know. Probably not bears. All right. Not seeing any comments that need more time. So we're going to go ahead and go over these answers and get you going. Again, make sure you mark those confidence points so you know how to add up your total score for this round. It's no more 1 point, 2 points thing like we did the first 4 rounds. Forget that. You're doing the confidence points. All right, here we go with those answers. Number 1, how many on-court officials are there in an NBA game? There are 3. 3 on-court officials. And again, no range on that. You had to get that right. Number 2, what famous daughter did Nicolas Cage marry in 2002? That was Lisa Marie Presley. Lisa Marie Presley. Number 3, what actor played Electro in The Amazing Spider-Man 2? Jamie Foxx played Electro. Jamie Foxx. Number 4, what are the 2 original colors of the checkers counters in Connect 4? They're red and yellow, actually. You got to have both of those right, red and yellow. No partial points on that one, red and yellow, not red and black. Number 5, who's the only person to serve as president of the U.S. and also Chief Justice of the Supreme Court? William Howard Taft. William Howard Taft. Number 6, what car company came out with the RX-8 in 2004? That was Mazda, the Mazda RX-8. Number 7, what's the first name of both Ron Swanson's ex-wives on Parks and Recreation? Tammy, or Tammy, as he would say. Number 8, what was the first Mario Kart game to have 12 racers per race instead of 8? Mario Kart Wii. Mario Kart Wii. Number 9, what Canadian actor's memoir is titled Get a Life? William Shatner. It's about how he struggled with overzealous fans when he was Captain Kirk in Star Trek. Talks a lot about that anyways in the book. Number 10, on December 20th, 1860, what state became the first to secede from the U.S.? South Carolina was the first to secede. Thank you as well for all of your tips on Venmo and PayPal. Appreciate that. All right, I'm going to stop sharing that screen because if I go to the next screen, it doesn't pertain. So you are going to add up. Let me know if you need any answers repeated in the comments. You can do that. You're going to add up all your points from the confidence round and your other 4 rounds, add those together, and you're going to send me that number. You can send me a picture of your sheet if you want, or you can just send me that number. If you have a team name you want to use, cool. If you just want to use your name, fine. But send me that team name if you want to use a team name. And send it either to the Askin Nebraskan Trivia through Facebook Messenger or to me personally if we are friends on Facebook. Either way is fine, and I'll see it. And the top 3 scoring teams will go on that wheel. We'll find out who's winning the Blockbuster game in just a minute. So let me know if you need anything in the comments. Otherwise, send away with those messages with the scores, and we'll get things rolling here as soon as I have those. I'll give kind of a last call too in a little bit for anybody who hasn't sent in yet to make sure that you don't miss out on me catching your score. Any questions or anything, let me know in the ranking. I'm just going to throw this picture back up to remind everybody about the party on the 11th while I'm working on these scores, and then I'll take it down, and you will see my lovely face right back here when it is time for me to do the wheel and tell you all who those top scoring teams are. All right, starting to get some in here. Checking these out. All right, keep those coming. Keep those coming, those scores. And we're looking for the top 3 scores. And those top 3 scores will go on the wheel. All right, we got a bunch of them in. Again, add up your total score, send it to me in a message. There's another one. All right. Last call for any scores that have not been sent in yet. Message request just to make sure there isn't anybody new. All right. Last call again. I got a couple of comments here. Melissa, you are very welcome. Thank you. Don't worry about messaging me your score. I see it here in the comments. That's fine. So glad you had fun. And yes, please come back and look forward to Ugly Sweater Nights. Every Thursday night, I do trivia here at 7 o'clock. So come and join us anytime, Melissa. We would love to have you. And I think I have got the scores all sorted out. Let me actually sort them, though, so that I can get those top 3 scores, which we are going to have 4 teams on the wheel tonight because we've got a tie for 3rd place. Get the wheel set here, and we'll bring that up. All right, let's bring that wheel up. Tell you who is going to be. Where'd it go? There it is. Top 4 teams tonight. There you see them spinning. Whoop, there it is with 87 points. Crazy Nurses with 80. Keeping up with the Joneses are Brandon Jones, 79, and Smarty Pants, 79 as well. So the 4 of them, Smarty Pants won last week. They won a cup, which is still sitting here on my desk. And I got to get it to you now that I'm healthy and all of that. It's good and safe. But let's give this old wheel a spin. I'm going to shuffle up your names. So you move to all sorts of different spots on the wheel. Shuffle, 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 and give it a spin. And let's see who is winning Blockbuster, the video game. It is the Crazy Nurses. Annie, I think I owe you a keychain from a couple of weeks back. So I will send you a message. We'll figure out a time to get that keychain and Blockbuster the game. I can drop it off on a porch, or we can do a quick pickup in a parking lot kind of thing, handoff, whatever. Thank you to anybody who played tonight. Thank you to anybody who gave a donation on Venmo or on PayPal. Really appreciate your support. Have a great night, everybody. I'll be back 7 o'clock next Thursday night, right back here with more trivia featuring Boy Meets World, among other things. We'll see you then. Everybody have a great night. Take care.